The question is that the motion be agreed to, and I call the honourable member for Goldstein.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And I have to say, Deputy Speaker, you do look like you need some hydration at the moment. Perhaps a wonderful beer from a local small business in some other people's electorates like Cooper's might be appropriate on the occasion. But of course, South Australian small business, which I concede is not my area of expertise, is very well served, though, by the member for Boothby, and I'm happy to give her that title. In fact, I congratulate her on bringing this motion to the Federation Chamber, because when it comes down to it, if you want a reliable, predictable, not just champion but also partner, you can't go beyond the member for Boothby, and we congratulate her so much on her enduring success. But I do want to start by correcting my good friend, the member for Fisher. He started his speech with an error, with all due respect to the member for Fisher, and it was that his electorate was the entrepreneur's capital of Australia. And that is not true, Deputy Speaker. The entrepreneurial capital of Australia is the wonderful electorate of Goldstein, full of so many people, hard-working Australians who take risks, invest capital, put their energies and their mind into building the future of this nation. And if any members, the members from Victoria who dare scoff at the idea that Victorians could lead this nation, what a disgrace that is. To scoff at such an idea is always welcome to go down to the Bayside Business Network in the wonderful electorate of Goldstein and see the hub, the genesis, the energy that comes out of the ideas and entrepreneurialism at the heart of the Goldstein electorate that I am so proud to represent. And when you consider the economic challenges before us today, Deputy Speaker, it's hard to think of a motion more important to support than this, because within every robust economy, small businesses play a vital role in both job creation and creating economic growth, and that's what we as Liberals are so passionate about. We need to ensure that Australian entrepreneurialism and small businesses have every bit of backing possible in the current difficult global economic environment. We need to back our businesses to grow and create the opportunities and jobs that we want in this country. Small business has been central to the coalition government's agenda right from the start. We understand that when small business succeeds, not only do their employers succeed, but their employees succeed, and so does this great country. Because it goes to the heart of who we are as Liberals. We understand that individuals who are entrepreneurial in their behaviour go on to employ people, grow companies and build this nation's future. The government's enterprise tax plan begins with small business for good reasons, because there are 2.1 million small businesses across this great continent, and their 5 million employees deserve the chance to thrive in an increasingly global competitive marketplace. Reducing their tax burden is essential, and particularly if we want to make sure we can continue to attract investment into this country to build its future. And our approach is evidence-based, in marked contrast to the shamefully political road the opposition has taken on tax policy, where they like some things when they're in opposition or when they're in government, depending on which way the wind blows and where they think they can get a few votes. The worst of that is, of course, from the opposition leader himself and the opposition treasurer, shadow treasurer, who have consistently backed the idea of cutting company taxes up until the point they seek advantage, or more to the point, that they are prepared to score political points off the back of hard-working small businessmen and women who want to build businesses to employ people in Australia. Because we're the only party left today actually talking about job growth. We're the only party today who actually want to see more Australians employed. That's actually our focus in how we deliver that, and particularly to cut youth unemployment, to give opportunities for younger Australians so they can get their foothold in the market, get a job, go on and build the environment for security to buy their own homes, create a family, and then go on and build this nation. And particularly, I've got to say, the $20,000 instant asset write-off has been an enormous advantage. A high tax environment means businesses have more difficulty attracting funding and capital. It makes it harder for them to invest in equipment, technology, machinery, and most importantly of all, in their employees. Declining real wages in Australia is concerning, and if we want businesses to back their employees as well as give more people job opportunities, then we have to remain competitive globally. The OECD average corporate tax rate is 25%, while ours is stuck at 30%. It would be nice to join the opposition and pretend that Australian enterprising community doesn't have global competition, but we operate in a reality where, of course, they do. And that's why we have to stand tall, we have to stand proud, not just in cutting taxes, but also in making sure we give the philosophical commitment, the enduring commitment to Australia's small business community.
Thank you.